Where did the good Spider-Man stories go? I mean, I just don't understand anymore. Where did the good Spider-Man stories go? Were there ever any good Spider-Man stories? Because, yes, I'm pretty sure there were good Spider-Man stories because at this point, Marvel just seems determined to piss all over anything Spider-Man related. I mean, how could you hate your most popular character so? How? How could you literally despise your most popular character that you go out of your way to do everything to just destroy anything Spider-Man related? They don't pretend it's not happening. They don't act like it's a joke. They just go out of their way to destroy it. And it's like every week is something new. Every month is just another nail in the coffin for Spider-Man. God, how do you dislike your own popular character so that is just weird to me. Well, apparently I'm not the only one who's sick and tired of it because West from Thinking Critical has had just about enough of Marvel and their continued destruction of Spider-Man. This article here from Fandom Pulse. Thinking Critical savages Spider-Goblin concept from Zeb Wells and Amazing Spider-Man. Just kill Peter Parker off. Yeah, because now Peter Parker is going to be the Spider-Goblin because we haven't had enough freaking goblins to last a lifetime. God. He's gonna turn into the Hulk at this point. Marvel Comics has failed to generate hype for Amazing Spider-Man for a long time. Between the awkward relaunch with Zeb Wells, which is just terrible, and the recent event gang war, which did absolutely nothing apparently. Like, you had this big gang war that did nothing. Fans have all but turned off from the comic. Now leading comic expert Wes from Thinking Critical has gone on record calling the upcoming Amazing Spider-Man number 50 the stupidest Marvel comic Spider-Man idea ever. I would second that. Spider-Man has been in a rut ever since J. Michael Straczynski and Joe Quesada's infamous One More Day storyline, where Mephisto allowed Peter Parker to wish his marriage out of existence in a deal with the devil to let Aunt May live for a little longer. The storyline promptly ended any pretext of continuity as it reset Spider-Man without purpose. Since then, writers have ignored Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson's relationship. It's just been terrible. It's just been terrible. The guy who was writing Spider-Man before Zeb Wells, I forgot his name, but so give me, I'm terrible with names. He basically set it up where Peter was going to Mary Jane, had a ring in his pocket, wanted to go and propose and everything, and then Zeb Wells came in and just pissed all over that because it's more important that just continue to destroy this character. Let's get into what Zeb Wells did. Zeb Wells made matters worse when he introduced this new run with Mary Jane having 2 children from a man who looked like Daily Wire contributor Matt Walsh, who turned out to be someone else's kids from another dimension where Mary Jane was just raising the kids. However, it all ended up with Peter Parker getting cocked regardless, and the relationship still hasn't been repaired. Basically, what happened is that Mary Jane ended up in this dimension, became Rambo, along with this guy named Paul. They pick up these 2 children on the side of the freaking road. You understand me? Apparently, she just was with this. She was just with them for like I think it's 3 years or so, or 4 years, or however long, and then automatically that just means she just falls in love with them and gets a family, whatever. When they come out, it turns out the children that they pick up on the side of the road weren't real and just faded out of existence. And rather than be upset about it, they apparently went to some therapy session and then immediately to a bar to day drink right after while cracking jokes. Yes, that's how you mourn your imaginary children that you picked up on the side of the freaking road. Eh, oh look, another goblin. Marvel Comics has tried several events to bolster interest in Spider-Man, from killing Miss Marvel in the comics. No one cared. Literally no one cared. To building events around the book like Gang Wars, still no one cared. Literally no one cared. Still, the writing has been atrocious, beyond atrocious, and fans have no reason to latch on to the book. And then John Romita Jr.'s phoned in art from time to time, and it's a recipe for disaster for the book. At this point, why shouldn't he phone it in? Why shouldn't he phone it in? Clearly, he doesn't care. Zeb Wells doesn't care. Marvel editorial department doesn't care. The fans don't care. So maybe he should just phone it in. Who the hell cares? It's about who cares. Even more egregious on Mary Jane level is that they've turned her into a superhero. Oh God, boy. She goes by Jackpot and is having Mary Sue adventures with Black Cat in a completely nonsensical, forced storyline where everyone gets to be a superhero. Yeah, Jackpot, the worst nonsense they've ever done, because Mary Jane has to kind of jackpot like they go now, where she could have dialed up any powers that she wants. I mean, even the way that they originally set up the powers to work, they immediately changed it to give her this Mary Sue style objective that she could just do whatever. Garbage, boy. Not to be outdone by himself with bad ideas, Zeb Wells apparently everyone gets to be a goblin as well. Yes, because everybody's a superhero, let's make everybody into a goblin too. Spider-Man editor Nick Lowe first teased Amazing Spider-Man number 50 by saying Amazing Spider-Man number 50 is maybe the best comic ever. Well, that should tell you it's crap. That should tell you it's crap. The minute somebody calls it the best comic ever, you know it's crap. Just in case fans might be confused what he meant, the John Romita Sr. classic of Spider-Man No More, Nick Lowe followed up with a reply saying LGY number 944 for those keeping track at home. LGY stands for legacy numbering, when Marvel tries to milk milestone issues from the original numbering in addition to restarting the series with all new number 1 issues for sales gimmick purposes. Basically, what this means is that this is actually 944 Spider-Man comic. But because they constantly restarted from number 1 to try and pull some gimmick to get some sales, this is why they keep up. But when they talk about this is number 50, it's not. Once Marvel revealed what number 50 would be about, they posted a teaser image of what appears to be, listen to this carefully, Peter Parker as Green Goblin, or Spider-Goblin as they call it, and yet another cringy mashup of characters, as Zeb Wells and Marvel Comics are apparently out of original ideas. Yes, it is. Peter Parker is the Spider-Goblin, and this looks like shit. It's no other way to put it. This literally looks like shit. Because they've been trying to set up this whole thing where Peter Parker gets Norman Osborn's sins. I mean, last time he was trying to, he went off to try and fight Mary Jane, and that nobody gave a shit about that either. Now he's turned into some kind of Spider-Goblin. Like, who is supposed to look at this and say, I am the least bit interested in this? Who? This whole thing looks as absolutely horrendous as possible. But this is what they're doing, because they have literally no idea. Like, they are literally creatively bankrupt over at Marvel. West from Thinking Critical made a video on the topic, citing how tiring it is having Marvel Comics pull these stunts and explaining how he's sick of so many goblins. I second that. As there's already Queen Goblin, Red Goblin, and Gold Goblin, and God alone knows what other goblin done over the last few years to make the whole concept of a Green Goblin less special and more of an annoying trope. They are clearly out of ideas, West says. There's nothing left for them to do with the character. Kill Peter Parker off. You see, this is what they try to do. Green Goblin was interesting because it was Green Goblin. That was it. You had Green Goblin, and then I believe you got Hobgoblin, and those were the only two that you had. But when they decided to just double down on this goblin, that goblin, the next goblin, it turns out the same way the Spider-Verse has cheapened Peter Parker as a character. Because when everybody's a spider person, Spider-Man is less interesting. When everybody's a goblin, Green Goblin is less interesting. You keep pissing all over what makes it good, and you act like everybody's supposed to just... At this point, the most merciful thing they could do is just kill off Peter Parker, because clearly they just don't care. Clearly they don't. His sentiments echo what many fans are posting regarding the topic, as Zeb Wells has one of the most loathed runs in Spider-Man history, with an event like this only making matters worse. Okay, because nobody gives a flying fuck about this. Nobody. Zeb Wells has proven he cannot write a Spider-Man comic to save his freaking life. He started off with the whole what did Peter do and why was everybody hating Peter, only to turn out Peter Parker didn't do a damn thing. Nothing he did. But no, you just wanted to destroy the man's life, and this is what you keep doing. You took his relationship with Mary Jane and flushed it down the toilet. Where you actually had Peter Parker telling Black and he thinks of it is a Mary Jane like a sister. But like a sister, they've had sex. How was that? How was that not wrong? How was that not freaking wrong? That's what you're trying to do. You destroyed this character and you continue to, and this looks like nonsense on the face of it. This is why people are checking out. They're going to sick and tired of this continued crap where you just continue to destroy this character and act like everybody's supposed to just love it. With Spider-Goblin, more nonsense, and yet another reason for everybody to avoid Amazing Spider-Man and everything Marvel related around it. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like, give it a hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.